Yeah. You know what I'm saying? What was the shit TD Jakes said? Swallowed. Swallowed. What they call TD Jakes?
Thunderbottom.
Thunderbottom.
Wait, who?
Yes.
That's what I heard. Thunderbottom.
They said TD Jakes be throwing it back, bro.
No.
Yeah. Neat Nicole likes to boast. Bent Jordan likes to roast. Sir Charles keeps it crisp. GQ's the butter to the toast. Now it's time to keep it real. Competition not close. One stop for debating. Reality shows and this kids be the most. I'll be damn. I'll be damn. I'll be damn. Podcast going ham. I'll be damn.
Yo, welcome back to I'll Be Damn. It's your boy Ant Jordan.
Oh, it's going to be?
Yeah, here's you.
Just can't. How y'all doing?
Jasmine.
Lady G.
And welcome back to another episode of I'll Be Damn. Make sure you guys subscribe. Hit the subscribe button at the bottom. Please comment. We'll jump right into the first topic. I'm pretty sure all you guys have seen it. It blew up the internet. Internet went crazy. I think it's at like 47 million right now. With it might be more now. Probably.
I seen that Jones like 51.
Damn, really? But yeah, it killed the internet with Cat Williams on Club Shay Shay. Mm-hmm. That was epic. That was a way to start off the year with a banger. Wasn't expecting it. I'm not gonna lie. When I first saw him on there, I thought it was gonna be like just some comedy. You know, it was. It was some comedy. But he started spitting a whole lot of real shit that we just didn't really expect. And he brought receipts. The first thing that I wanted to hit on is the Cedric the Entertainer. A part of it. Like, he was the only one outside of Kevin Hart that he seemed like he was mad at. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like I would bust him in the stomach.
Yeah.
He was pissed.
It was fighting words.
But then when you go back and you look at it, and the funny part about I was telling my wife, I was like, I remember seeing it on Comic View, but I didn't even remember. I couldn't put Cat Williams mixed with. I was so young.
Two together.
Right.
Yeah.
He was Cat in the Hat.
Yeah.
Wearing the all black. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
I didn't even put that together. But when you went and looked at the joke, and looked at his closing joke, it's the exact same thing.
Were they in a spaceship in the joke?
No, his was in a car.
Okay.
Cedric's was in a spaceship.
He tweaked it out a little bit.
He tweaked it. Yeah, he changed it a little bit. It was like the spaceship, and I think he was in like a Coupe de Ville or a Cadillac or something like that. Yeah, so it was like very like similar, a lot of similarities. And then other comedians kept coming out, pointing out Cedric using their jokes as well.
Oh.
So it was like dang, people just started coming out.
Yeah.
And there was receipts behind it, and it was one comedian when he said Cat was calling him and telling him about like him using the jokes, and old buddy was like, you know, like, yeah, you know, he always using jokes, this, that, and the third. He go, no, nigga, he's using yours too. He was telling his joke, and he was like, yo, Cat let me hear my joke that he's saying on stage. So come to find out, a lot of comedians have done that. They've taken other people's jokes and made it their own, but some people do it with honor and like showing and paying homage to him. Yeah, like with Eddie Murphy and Martin doing it to Richard Pryor. So those are different, and like he gave his okay with them. You know what I'm saying? He loved those guys and they pay homage. So that's a little different than when you just straight side swiping and just taking someone's jokes and using it. And I did not know that the Kings of Comedy tour was Steve Harvey's tour.
That exposed all that.
That threw me. We didn't, and so that
he's the least funniest.
But it made sense why on that when he was hosting. Did you notice he was more like a host?
Yeah.
Bernie Mac went last. Yes. Bernie was like, I ain't going in front. Y'all ain't putting me first.
Right.
You know, DL wasn't really even supposed to be a part of it.
Right.
So I didn't like that. All that makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah.
Why he got his panties in the bunch, but the Cedric Entertainment one, that one's kind of, he was the only one that kind of came back harshly at Cat a little bit.
He did.
He was mad, you know what I'm saying? He was hot about it, but nobody said Cat was lying.
Nobody said he was wrong.
That was
Still
the
to
thing.
this day, ain't nobody said like, nah, he made this up. No, it's still a thing.
Right. Cube came out and validated when he was talking about the Ricky Smiley stuff, about the part.
Ricky Smiley even came out on his radio
Yes.
show and
Yeah.
he didn't even deny like he,
Yes.
he was still trying to show him.
He was been very apologetic. But what really killed me about the Ricky Smiley, did you see the one where he cried? Did y'all see that?
Yeah, he had a
He recorded himself making coffee, and all of a sudden, just bust out crying.
It was live.
No, it wasn't live.
It wasn't live.
That was the issue.
I'm confused.
So you recorded yourself afterwards. He was kind of like he was hurt behind what Cat was saying. So he was stirring his coffee, and before the morning show and everything, and next thing you know, he like went off to the side and just started crying. It was all like coming over him, and I'm like, hold up, man.
Hell no. That's not no real apology. Like,
Yeah, I was like,
Okay, so just how do we know that is what he was crying about?
because that was the topic they were talking about. That's what he was getting on there, been addressing.
Oh, that morning.
Yeah, he was about to. No, the next one after that. Because he came back on again because people started really coming at Ricky Smiley. But I think the part where I think hurt Ricky Smiley when he was talking about his child dying.
Yeah.
And that's what Cat was. They was like, Cat, you went over the line. But Cat was trying to say, like, how dare you even do some stuff like that when your baby just, children off limits. Like, Cat went
especially
too far.
a death of a child. Yeah.
Cat went too far on that one. You could have left that one out.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to record something, right? Cry,
Hell no.
but then post it.
No.
Right.
It's one if you're live, and
And you just get caught up in the emotions.
Happens
Yeah.
naturally.
yeah.
You know how many
Yeah.
times he just trying to prove that he was a good actor because he
Yeah.
said that was something he couldn't act. That's what that was. That
Nigga, this not a woman right here.
quick.
show like nah.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, because he said he only belongs in a dress, so he was trying to show
he was just trying to
y'all
show,
he
yeah.
could cry off camera.
He trying to
on
get
cue.
another role. That's all he trying to do.
No
Yes.
pun intended on cue. But I was baffled by that one. That kind of threw me off. I didn't take Ricky Smiley as that type of person.
Yeah.
But when someone attacking you that much, I guess you never know how. I ain't never been in that situation. So I don't know how. I wouldn't have did that.
Yeah.
But I don't know how that would have affected, most people. But then the Mark Curry. That one.
No, that I didn't even put that together.
Yeah.
Until that made me realize. Like,
Yeah.
yo, Steve Harvey really took this.
He spoke up for him.
Yes.
I think he really did speak up for Mark Curry because I don't
Right.
feel like he has that voice amongst like this generation. We remember hanging with Mr. Cooper, but it's like, nigga, he did do the same. He was a teacher. You put two and two together, you was like, dang, that's
Yes.
really fucked up.
Did you notice back when they was doing remember the reunion with the Def Comedy Jam? When they was like, yo, I can't believe Cat Williams here.
Yeah,
When
he
that
said he came up to Steve.
Oh, you
yeah.
can see him in the
see him in the
back.
back.
He's in the
Like,
back,
charging his ass
charging Steve Harvey up.
Yep.
Okay.
No, Mark Curry.
Yeah, he was in there. On,
Yeah, so it was like you had been seeing the beef, but then it go even further. Y'all remember a movie called Talking Dirty After Dark?
Yes.
Remember about
There was like it was comedians.
Yes, remember Mark Curry on there had that joke. He was like, I want a man to sweep me off my feet. And he was like, all right, bitch, and he did that. Steve Harvey used that same joke.
From a movie?
From the movie. So I was like,
Shameless.
and the crazy part, I was like, I remember that we had watched it was like a little, no, it wasn't even like, it was lower than Comedy View back, and it wasn't no, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't nothing big, and I saw that on, and I'm like, a lot of people don't remember Talking Dirty After Dark. That was like one of Martin's first
Yeah, it was
movies.
a good movie, yeah. It was like a funny little.
Yeah, it was a funny little movie,
Yeah.
you know
They
what I'm
was
saying?
showed on BET sometimes.
Yeah, like that was like, it was old. I think that one came out maybe 89.
Yeah, it's really old.
Yeah, that was like
real
Martin's
old.
first real movie.
I don't remember Martin being in that.
Yeah, Martin was in that. Yeah, he was one of the main guys in that movie.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
that.
Martin was in it. Yeah, it was one of his first movies, and so a lot of people don't remember. So that
Yeah.
joke, back then there was no camera, no social media, no stuff like
Yeah.
that. So a lot of people not even.
But that shows his disregard for just
Yeah.
the other artists to be like, I'm just gonna snatch this shit. It's
right,
mine.
and
Like,
because he wasn't that big.
yeah,
At that point, hanging with Mr. Cooper was big though.
yes, it was.
And you got to think, if social media wasn't where it's at today, too,
Correct. There would be
this
no
wouldn't even-
receipts,
we wouldn't
yeah.
get it, you know what I'm saying?
We
Nobody
wouldn't
would
even
follow
know.
back up. We
Correct.
wouldn't even know. So
It'd just
his
be
mind-
stories.
He probably in his mind didn't think we would be here today.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
when he
Like,
did it.
Right.
In the 80s, he wasn't thinking we were going to be here.
Yeah,
in 2024 with all these receipts.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Bite him in his ass.
right.
Right.
Yeah, for real. Then he was talking about Steve Harvey wasn't homeless.
Oh.
Then his
Talk about
ex
his
came
wife.
out.
He talked about his
story.
And his
wife.
ex came out speaking on his behalf, like not on his Steve Harvey behalf, but on Cat, like that he wasn't. So she gave the amount of money he was making through that process, because of course the Cat was like, nigga, that's
He
my
made 3,000.
story.
And then he was like, he made 3,000 a show.
Yeah.
And you think back in that time, that's
3,000.
Yes.
Nigga, we
That's
making
good
that right now.
Correct,
You good?
right.
You know what I'm saying? So
An
it's
apartment, you could get an apartment for like $500-$600, especially in Cleveland.
Yes.
You could be in
So-
LA and be alright with that.
Yes,
Yeah,
you good.
that's
Back in the
true.
gap for
So
sure.
it's like shit, like
That was wild to just.
he really be up on.
He made us
Family
put the
Feud. That's
pieces together.
But what annoys me is like, I hate that shit because you really be like on Family Feud. He be giving these speeches and shit. Like, but how can you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even look at you the same no more. You trying to get them like, bro, get
That's true.
Miss me with that. Like, I hate when
Yeah.
people speak on shit that you've never really been through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or make it seem like you've been through it.
Right.
To make
Been
it
through
feel
worse.
like,
Right.
Crying on his show
Yeah.
about being homeless. But I'm like, this is what threw me off, to be like, okay, I need some answers. You know what I'm saying? Like, he brought the family that supposedly brung him in when he was homeless on his show.
I remember that.
So I'm like,
I remember.
yes,
I remember.
he
that
brought, and then she was
episode.
crying on his show. So I'm like,
Yeah.
yo,
I've never really been a
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
He paid them to do that.
because I'm like,
There's no
now
way.
when after Cat did that, it made me go out watch that show again. I was like, hold up, man. It was the same one where he brought the little boy on there that had like, he had crazy little talents and shit, little white boy. I remember it was on the same one, but he brought those people that supposed, was that adopt him?
So yeah, I remember he told me he was crying.
He was
talking about
crying
this
on the
and
show, and I'm like,
I remember.
hold up,
that
bro.
shit.
So you really, did you finesse that whole shit?
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's wild.
But
Like,
that's Hollywood though.
Because they had that with the
entertainment. That's why it's
Blindside
like,
oh, with Michael Ward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
oh
that
yeah,
was-
with the blonde. Yeah.
Yep. So I
That
mean,
shit surprised me. No more.
it don't.
No.
It don't. The thing is,
It's
now we got
unfortunate.
social media
Correct.
that actually can see a lot of that shit. You got,
for sure.
because you think about if some of these dudes back in the day, if there was social media out, oh my
God.
there'd be a lot of people wouldn't make it.
Hell no.
It was like, God rest his soul, Kobe wouldn't have made it. Think about what Kobe went through.
Yeah.
With the rape, cheating on his wife, telling on Shaq. Like,
Yeah, hate his ass up.
boy, they would have destroyed him wearing that little white garment that looked like a driller, it looked like Assassin's Creed and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like, they would have told Kobe up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, we know that everybody knew Kobe didn't rape that girl, but think about that. They were calling you a rapist at the Denver games. I mean, like, that just would have went back, it would have went crazy. But then I also want to jump to the he was talking about
Everybody.
the earthquake. A lot of people don't know about that.
It's funny as
A
hell.
lot of people that really didn't know about that though. That earthquake, yeah, he couldn't
He
read.
can't read it.
I don't know.
Yeah, so people thought he was throwing shade, but he was just saying it because he
That's
was.
a horrible thing
Then
to
they was like, I
expose.
like
It's
earthquakes
sad.
too. He just can't read. He can't get a show. He can't read. And then that's what. Remember that Shannon was like, you can take no more drinking, cat. And they
sip.
He said,
Right.
I'm gonna sip less than
Yeah.
you. Like,
Dang.
the shade.
Okay, so I have a question.
Go ahead.
What? It's sad.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
read?
Sheesh.
I mean, yeah, but you knowing that he can't read and they supposed to be homies, why you ain't teaching the man how to read?
He an adult.
So
That nigga
what?
is a grown
but I'm
ass
just
man.
saying.
They got hooked on phonics. They got all types of shit.
I'm about to say he better put his ass through his own self through school.
Yeah, reading Rainbow. You better take a look into the
Billy
book.
Madison.
Exposing someone's inability to read just seems a
But
little
no, it
crazy.
wasn't an exposure. Like most people who knew Earthquake knew that.
Probably knows that, yeah.
Yeah, he was just
Someone like
saying.
motherfuckers ain't know him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shit.
he was just putting like how he liked all comedians. He wasn't knocking everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I thought he was gonna say something about Bill Bellamy. I heard him and Bill Bellamy had something too.
Oh,
but
really?
he didn't say
But
nothing
Bill's
about
not
it.
really funny like that. Like he's never really. He's funny in movies, but he's not
Yeah,
like I
he
don't want to
good
see
in
his
movies,
stand up. So
Yeah,
I
he
could
wasn't
never.
like a make me laugh type dude.
No,
you know?
I don't think he was. I mean, he tried to be that, but no.
Mike
he gave us
Epps?
good movies.
I thought he was gonna have more to say about Mike Epps,
He really said
but he didn't. But Mike Epps came back, said a little something. He was like, "Nigga, I wanted to say all that, but you got there too. You know,
Yeah.
you beat me to the punch."
Yeah.
But the Luda one,
Boy.
Okay, yeah, so what?
that kind of threw me for
I
a
ain't gonna lie, when we
loop.
started throwing all that in, it did throw me off.
That threw me for a loop.
Because I don't even know where Luda even came into.
He was like, we was
the
at.
only rapper
He
that
said
can
we
do
was
that.
at an allegiance party, the Illuminati party, and it was either me or him.
Someone had to cut the braids.
Somebody had to, and you see,
Cut the braids.
that nigga Luda came out with a rap.
First of all, it came off like I was like, he about to eat his ass.
I thought he was about to go
He
crazy.
saw when he lost
It's the Illuminati,
he said
Illuminati.
whatever the fuck that word was that he said. I was like,
All right, you
your ass
done
off.
here. You
Yeah,
done
that
here.
was terrible.
Damn.
I thought Luda was about to go straight ham,
Yeah.
So he pretty much
Luda
saying that Luda turned his pants in, like the reason why he got all those roles.
He said, "Look at him. You see what? This is what you get: big face, light skinned woman."
And they all got that shit.
And they all had him too.
Okay.
So he was like, "This what comes with it. This what you get." But then I'm like,
So that's the trophy.
I guess. But I'm like, I'm sorry. It's gonna be more than a rap. You talking about my wife though?
Okay.
Like, I'm sorry. It's the gloves off when the kids and the wife is off limits. He talk about kids and wife, and y'all ain't got nothing to say. So I'm like, damn, he must got some
went in.
real
I'm about to say,
receipts.
that's what I was thinking.
He
I
got
was like, he
some
must have
real
more to
receipts.
where he's like, I
Yeah.
can't really, I gotta, like he politically, like addressed it, like politically correct with
Yes.
that little freestyle
Yeah.
shit he did. Cause it like, he didn't really say nothing crazy. He just was like,
Right.
talked about it. He didn't say, deny nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but it's
I ain't
like, I'm not
Illuminati. I'm Luda now. I mean, what?
Yeah.
He didn't want to say too much, like you said. Cat probably got some shit on ready.
Yeah.
Let me not say nothing, but let me say enough to be like, okay,
Right.
I'm out.
I got
Like, it's my,
respond.
yeah.
The
Right.
crazy part to me is like when Sid was talking about on there about that he saw like Cat, and Cat was like, we ain't never crossed paths. So I'm like, how you go to like, he could have just said something to me when we saw each other, but and he was like, I ain't never crossed paths with you in any of these buildings. So the wild part is how far-fetched the lies be, like
Yeah.
how crazy it be.
Yeah, that's true.
Because then about Cat helping out his people at the shows, and these comedians came out saying like, he gave me 300 and something thousand.
They validated. What he
Yeah,
was
they
saying,
validated, and then talked about because we thought some shit was so far-fetched. I read up, was it 3,000 books when he was 8, and he ran a sub 4.3.
Talking about he was living on his own at 13.
13.
Yeah.
And shit.
So it was like, okay, Cat, this might be jokes now. Now you get to the
Right.
comedy. Then people start coming up validating that shit. So I was like, okay,
Damn.
this nigga's different. Because I'm like, the one comedian is talking about like he read, the Bible to them on the tour. It's 66 books. So I'm like, okay, I guess you.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, then he goes to Memphis and runs a 40 and runs like a 4.4. Even though his hand clock, the fact that this little nigga was moving
Right.
that fast at 53
Could
years
you
old.
imagine being in the one and just see like, that's Cat Williams.
Right. And then he like, this is
Right.
man, when hair just flopped right there. I'm telling you, I'd have passed out at 53 running that
Yeah.
damn hard. Like, so he was not only saying like, I'm gonna show y'all all, I'm for real about everything I talk
He's
about.
kind of like a little bit of a philosopher to me. Like he's kind of deep. And I was like, is he serious? But then again, when it was being validated, it's like, oh, okay, well, yeah, I guess he really is that
So
person.
do y'all think he's on drugs?
He looked like it.
He did
Yeah.
at one point. Especially
Yeah, I mean-
about that little kid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was for sure. That's why I was
I was
like,
waiting for Shannon to ask him. Like, I guess he didn't want
he
to
got
touch
beat up
that.
by like a kid.
Like a
Did you see that
15-year-old
video?
Yeah, the thing is, Cat.
He looked younger than that. That kid
came
was
out
about
after
12.
that. It said that's a grown boy. Cause he whooped his ass like one
Yeah,
boy.
he did.
Yeah, that nigga choked out Cat like get
Yes.
him, get him.
Yeah.
Cause he was out there trying to be in the community playing soccer
Yeah.
with the kids, and I guess it got a
Some
little out
rowdy
of control.
kids. He said he be in the ghetto.
And he was on the little brick. I guess the kid charged him up, and the little video is kind of where him and Cat was like talking. Everybody was around him, and Cat just popped him. He just hit him. Cat just, I guess he got mad. He pushed his buttons, and that nigga had a flashback of a pimp named Slickback. Nigga just slapped him out. I don't know what happened, but it was weird. I wasn't expecting
That's
that
the only
at
time
all.
I've thought.
Yeah, that's when I was like, he's got to be on
That's the
drugs.
only time
because
I've ever-
Why are you even in this situation? But it gives a little bit more context to know that he was like giving back, I
Right.
guess.
And then he said,
But-
he was like, nah, I smoke nicotine and marijuana. And he was like, "You ain't never had a story about
it's
me."
true, though.
He said, "You ain't never had nobody."
Yeah, they say that he was, but you never.
You never heard
People
that.
be quick to come. I would say.
They was, yeah. I'm like, right now.
especially after that.
Yeah.
He did
Oh, yeah,
every-
for sure.
every
You would've
drug
been
dealer
every-
across- Man, I served that motherfucker last week.
Yeah.
Before the show, I was.
Be like, he a fiend, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's true, though.
And then he said, did he say he outsmoked Snoop?
Yeah, he said he smoked more than Snoop.
Yeah. So I was like, Snoop ain't come out and said, "No, you
One
lying." You
thing
know?
I feel like a lot of people have the ability to hide is like pills. When you do pills, like I think
yeah,
because they get
Like
prescription-
Adderall type
Like
shit.
I
or
don't know.
what?
I feel like they be having doctors that give them pills, like
I wouldn't doubt that.
because they said Diddy's a pill head.
No.
But like we ain't never heard of him being correlated to any drugs or being on drugs. So
He said who?
they said Diddy. That was in the claim too.
Really?
That like he does pills. Yeah.
Speak on that.
Even with Kanye, opioids. Like we knew he was going through something, but like
Well, that would make.
his addiction is like pills is kind of harder to.
I wonder what pills he was on. When he,
Correct.
You on there? Or
Yes.
something, like,
Yes.
well, whatever pills he was on, he needed.
Right. Like
And he could just get them over. He could be prescribed.
yeah. I think a lot of those.
Yeah, but when
celebrities
you
do
got that
pills,
type of
yeah.
money too, you can get whatever
You
the
get
hell
them
you want.
prescribed.
No,
yeah.
Because I got regular clients that get pills
Yeah.
prescribed, so I'm pretty sure Diddy can get them.
Mariah Carey, like it's a lot of people that like y'all pills.
Well, pill
yeah.
popping was like, I mean, half this music in this generation talking about that shit.
I believe it
Lil
still
Wayne
is
came out
though.
with a song.
Imagine even when you get hurt, like a lot of people be like athletes, they get hurt, they
Right.
start taking them pills, they're addicted, and they just be drug addicts.
Just help them.
Modern day drug
Stay on
addicts.
it.
Yeah.
But that's what people forgetting, that that's what actual drugs is.
Yes, absolutely.
It ain't weed, ain't the drug.
That still counts. So he could say that nobody served me anything, but nigga, your doctor did. Like,
This is true.
yeah.
You're right, because it could be the pill, but I don't know the shit he I don't know.
I just don't want him to have been on drugs because it just doesn't seem like, yeah, I don't know, but it definitely,
mean,
the
some
whole
of the-
time I thought he was on drugs.
Some of the smartest people we know and some of the dopest philosophers was on some drugs, on some shit. So
Something.
the both can be true.
For to promote his tour.
No.
I think he just wanted to tell his truth. I think too many people were on
definitely
Shannon
helped it.
talking that shit, and he was like, hold on, Shannon, I got something for you, and that's what it was.
Yeah, because he pretty much like, he even talking about like, I ain't getting paid, I ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
I'm coming on here to like let loose. So
Yeah.
and nigga said, this is the place of truth. Oprah is next. That would be
Okay,
a
so I
motherfucker.
heard she had. I didn't hear, but I heard she had a response for him.
Oprah?
Yes.
I didn't know.
I didn't hear that shit.
That she's like she was mad about it and she was cut.
Hey, if y'all find that, make sure y'all put that in the bottom in the comments. I want to know that one. Like, I didn't know about Oprah. I did. Dave Chappelle did.
Dave Chappelle just came out.
Well, shoot, speaking of Oprah, I guess she had some words about the Taraji situation too. So it's kind of like getting to a point where she might be talking, because
Because you know that list about to come out.
yeah, oh, shoot.
That damn Epstein list about to come out. That's going to hit the fan.
That's 2024 is the.
Yeah,
true.
they're gonna tell it all. Yeah.
Yes.
You about to see some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of telling all, I mean, we'll jump to the next person at hand, which, you know, is formulated with Cat Williams, you know, your boy Diddy. He said he told him no. He said, you got to tell Diddy no.
What do
So
you tell him no to?
we don't know.
Okay, I just didn't know.
We don't know. But supposedly, you know, Diddy like playing with little boys' booty holes. So, hey,
Yeah.
yeah, all of them.
Yeah. Grown men too, though. I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's mixed in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
It's,
TD Jakes
it's booty
was one of
hoes.
them.
Just know it's booty hoes.
You know what I'm saying? What was this? What was the shit TD Jakes said? Swallowed. Swallowed.
Whoa.
What they call TD Jakes?
Thunder bottom.
Thunder bottom.
Wait, who?
Yes.
That's what I heard. Thunder
They
bottom.
said TD Jakes be throwing it back, bro.
No.
Come on.
I don't want to imagine that whatsoever. That's what I heard.
Yeah, they
Thunder bottom.
called him a thunder bottom.
Thunder
Yeah,
bottom.
like that.
Sound like a
cartoon
character.
character.
I
Yes.
used to read back in the day. Like
Man.
shit.
Thunder bottom.
Thunder bottom.
Damn.
TD Jakes be pumping the Holy Ghost out. That's crazy.
Oh, that's disgusting.
That's wild.
That's
they
really
fucking
bad.
demons out that nigga.
Oh. My goodness.
That's wild.
Yeah, it is.
Well, like the Diddy allegations though, is like it get really, 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 really deep.
Yeah, it's dark.
Yeah, it's getting dark because more and more and more people are coming out.
He's starting to like all of a sudden not own some.
Yeah, they dropping them from labels. Yeah. Now don't get me wrong.
He had to stop.
Yeah, he had to.
He had
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, you know.
It wasn't like by choice. Like he
Yeah,
had to
like
stop.
Yeah.
Revolt and Diddy still
Yeah.
Revolt. Like he just can't be the face. He can't come out and do. He got all this stuff going on. At the best thing you got to do is lay low. At this
And
point.
you get rid of it because now when you still have those and they know that you're the owner of those, they come after you. Well, they're already coming after money, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
that's more for them to.
and more. But the thing is also too, the more and more like he lay low, the more stuff going to come out and it's going to start to die down.
Yeah.
Like think about when that Epstein list come out. Ain't nobody talking about Diddy. That list, that's gonna have everybody. I mean, if it is out,
I know the flight list was out,
If
but
it's
I
out,
heard
I ain't-
there's a list that's supposed to be coming
I seen
out
the-
now.
but people keep putting fake lists out too, though.
Involved.
So I don't want it because CNN was supposed to be reporting that list. So until CNN reported, I'm not gonna look at the other ones because then we don't know. And now you don't, that's why what's it called? Got mad at Aaron Rodgers.
Oh yeah, Jimmy Kimmel.
Because he pretty much was talking about like he was gonna be on that list, and I'm like, we can't have
But he
that.
just said he doesn't want that list to come. He ain't said like, oh, you gonna be. He just said like he was on the verge of it saying like Jimmy Kimmel's someone who don't want that list to come out. So he wasn't saying like if you gonna be in it,
Right.
or your people is in it. And
Right.
he didn't like say like he
Yeah.
was gonna be on. So it's like Jimmy Kimmel
is
just
it-
came out and went crazy on him. Like and Aaron Rodgers was like, I didn't say you were on it.
Right?
Yeah.
He just kind of
Doing the same thing.
you don't kind
Is
of
there
want.
automatically an association to you being a pedophile just because you're on that list? Is that what?
I mean, because what he was doing with the trafficking and the being a pedophile,
Philia, yes.
like you affiliated with that, it no matter what, it's gonna make you look crazy because you
Yeah.
gotta think they pay people for entertainment to come out there. So you might have went out there and straight did entertainment. It had nothing to do with that. But the fact
But you
that
knew
were
it was accessible to you and around, yeah.
Pretty much like you know what I'm saying. You're accessory to a murder or something like
Yeah.
that, like guilty by association.
Yeah.
Like
And it could have also been a blackmail thing too.
As far as what?
Like,
blackmailing them. Okay.
yes.
Oh,
Like,
I thought you said
I'm
blackmail.
thinking like blackmail. I'm like, what?
Right.
no, like blackmailing, like, hey,
Yeah.
like,
For sure.
you here, I'm gonna make sure I'm
Yeah.
taking pictures
Oh, yeah,
with
for sure.
you.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm positive that had to happen
had
for you
to.
to get on that list.
The second
Yeah.
you there and you saw a little
When
kid
you're
in
on
the
the
cage
ferry
or some
to
shit,
the island, there's blackmail.
Hell
Yeah.
Soon as,
Yeah.
Who was it? King Henry. One.
Oh yeah, well,
He was in a bunch of pictures, and it was supposedly ain't had nothing to do with it. But I'm thinking like, oh yeah, you saw this little baby in the cage. Oh, picture, click, blackmail. I'm gonna tell him you was here too. Shut your mouth. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, who knows? And there's so many people that we had already skeptical about with Obama, the Clintons,
Ellen
DeGeneres, Oprah. It was talked about Chris Tucker.
Yeah, that's
You know
been
what
a
I'm
big
saying?
name on there for a while.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. We call it Christmas. Call it never.
Damn.
But yeah, like it's so that's just eerie, man. It like and supposedly that now Diddy might be on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like think if Diddy was on
a
it.
lot of motherfuckers on there. Though.
But if Diddy was on there after all these allegations, that shit gonna be crazy. Like
I mean, it's just gonna prove like, okay, the authenticity of what's going on. Like some fucked up people going over there.
My thing is like, what if he did all that shit, whatever he's doing for sure wrong?
100%.
I know niggas that are around this man 24/7.
Yes, this is
It's
true.
not a thing. They don't. I'm close to the people that are around him, and not once have they ever said no weird that he be on no weird shit, try no shit with them. So I'm like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing that shit by any means, bro, throw you deep. Take your ass on. You know what I'm saying? But I hate when someone comes out with something and then 100 motherfuckers
Just run with it.
Now all of a sudden, now you got a story, and it's like, bro, we know how that shit comes. When
It's
you start
real
doing money
coincidental.
shit, I don't like that shit. It's like, nah, fuck out of here. Like y'all want to be quick to throw, like, no, why don't you come say some shit?
Well, because
before
everybody's gonna try to
everybody
get their piece of the pie.
Exactly, but
yeah.
nah, but it's like,
That's some. I don't like
I don't
that.
like that.
Yeah,
shit,
of
though, 'cause
course.
It's like now everybody trying to like 100 motherfuckers.
Like they did to R. Kelly?
Yeah, how they did to Bill Cosby. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like they do that to everybody when it comes to that shit. So I said, it's being around people. I said, if he did that shit and he be on that, bro, by any means. Whatever happened to you, that's on you. But I know people that been on tour with him. I know a motherfucker that be around. You know,
I know.
And nothing ever been weird on us. Like he be on that or he. So I'm just like, it's just hard for me to believe certain shit until you really just got proof.
Yeah. So
you know what I'm saying, like.
And then
that's my whole thing. Like,
when you say none of the stuff as far as like them messing with boys, what he did to
everything, like any of that. And I know people that were around him when Cassie was around, and nothing.
It was only one incident I heard. Yeah, that's the only one.
Yeah, but I feel like you're not gonna really just be telling. Like, you know, people have a situation.
I put it like this: if it wasn't someone, if it was like a random Mo you're talking about, but somebody closely know, those conversations are going to come up, and then they come up, then they can't, and they have came up, but it don't be on that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's the kind of one, like with the Cassie thing with her friend. Her friend all of a sudden randomly is like,
oh yeah, the one she said she got dangled off the roof.
Yeah. Oh no, Wale. That was supposedly they hung Wale over the balcony. But the girls coming out like I was around Cassie, and I went through it with her because we were friends. And now all of a sudden she got now people got all these lawsuits on them, which they civil. Yeah. Most of them ain't gonna stick. Yeah. But the fact that they're just randomly, just everybody just coming out the woodwork.
I mean, that's kind of what happens, though. I mean, a lot of people just come with the fake stories. Same thing happened with Michael Jackson. Anytime somebody sees an opportunity, that's
what just makes it hard to believe. You know what I'm saying?
Diddy's gonna drain him out, though. His lawyers are gonna drain him out because they don't have the fighting power to even get through that. Cassie, she has some shit. She probably
Cassie put like this. She had to have some shit because he settled in 24 hours, and then he paid her 70 million more.
He like, shut up forever.
So it was like, bitch, shut up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's the only thing I hate. Like we had a conversation with before. That's what the only thing I hate about it is like, if you had that much, you the only one that could actually did something. Yeah. Because
like there shouldn't be no price tag on that. Like fuck, they ain't gonna pay me nothing to shut up.
Not if it's that heavy, because
especially
I'm gonna give you 100 million.
If your friend went through it with you, like you got to stop the next girl that he's gonna. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna go down.
Ain't no price tag.
It's just gonna get.
You know what I mean? Like,
it's gonna be a trickle down effect, but it's just
because your man good. Ain't like y'all hurting for money.
And I don't think these niggas is really. The thing is, women, y'all a little better with us that shit than we are. I think dudes, they're more scared. I think these niggas too, if they do got something, they ain't finna say shit. Nah. They ain't gonna be here. Like,
get touched.
Yeah, they gonna get touched. A dude to get touched. A woman, you get a little more leeway with that.
As far as what?
It's like you'll pay off a woman. A woman is gonna be looked at as protecting. You gotta protect her more. A dude niggas die every day, B. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't gonna care about that. You know what I mean? Dudes all.
I don't think she has to worry about dying in this situation. Because it's already. She could have.
Because if she would have had these conversations without lawyers and without it coming out, she wouldn't have made it.
I'm sure she did though.
No, not. Hey Diddy, if you don't give me this money, I'm a blah blah. Hell no.
No, not probably just no phone call.
Yeah, you're gonna have to have some.
You have to be smart about it. You gotta play chess, not checkers, when it comes to this.
Yeah.
And I definitely believe that she sat on it. She waited for that statute of limitation, and she did what she felt like she needed to do to speak her truth. And Diddy compensated. You know, he gave her idea of justice, which was retribution, that money.
You see what her husband was doing? That's what. Her husband was the one shooting his mouth more than her. The husband.
But it'd be like that though.
He was out there like this, and I'm like, bro.
It'd be like that.
So I don't know I don't know who said what first, but if you think about, say if the husband did say something first, then Cassie I gotta come out.
Yeah, but remember when that Aaliyah situation happened with R. Kelly, Dame Dash was speaking up for Aaliyah,
right?
You know, more than Aaliyah was. Remember, he told Jay-Z like, "I don't fuck with this nigga."
Yeah.
And so it'd be like that, you know. As the man, you're more of the protector, and you'd be like, "This nigga did what?" Like,
right.
So I mean, I could see it being that way.
And it ain't like it's just like far fetched for us if you really think about it.
What?
This stuff, like the shit that going in the industry.
Oh yeah, I believe it absolutely happened. I believe that he absolutely is this person, and I think
for sure with Cassie something happened.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are aware of that.
The other regular shit, dudes ain't have, like, some of them stories are coming out like, what was the one nigga who had one of the bodyguards? The story was talking about like how he walked in on Diddy.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't believe that.
That sounds like the dude that said he walked in on Will Smith.
On Will Smith, yeah.
Like, it sounded. Oh,
Yeah.
that's the Will Smith dude you're talking about?
No. I'm saying, but like, yeah, I agree
sounds-
with you.
Yeah,
It
he
sound-
just
it-
kind of put two and two together with his story and was like, I'm about to pitch this.
Yeah, I was like,
it's easy for someone who's around.
Nigga, because even if you can get $100,000 to them, they're gonna just pitch out whatever they can get, saying, "Oh, I was around you, so let me see what I can."
Because at
do."
this point, if Diddy don't fuck with them completely no more, so he can tell TMZ or whoever, let me go ahead and give you this, give you 100K
But
to tell a
Diddy's smarter
story.
than that. I feel like he's a person that is probably very strategic about who he could like mess with. And
That's
who
what I'm saying. He's not doing that shit around everybody.
Yeah,
if he is.
no.
Nah, you're not finna. You gotta be some
No.
people that he.
And this is the
rock
first
with.
time we're really hearing about domestic situations. We always kind of hear about, the Tupac situation, but this domestic situation is a little different. So I think Cassie was just really one of his victims for sure.
Look, they hit him with the Tupac right before the Cassie.
They did.
Yeah.
With Keefy D.
Yeah.
So it's like,
But
you
people
see
have
that
been
shit
saying
go
that
on.
before,
That
though.
shit
They had been
go
saying
on,
that for a
you know
long
what I'm
time,
saying?
yeah. And it made sense.
That blew. Yeah.
It
for
made
sure.
sense.
Yeah, it just.
I think KVD, I don't know, that shit was crazy because he came out multiple times and said the shit and nothing
happened.
ever
And all of a sudden
He's been
now-
saying that shit for years. So now it was kind of weird, like all of a sudden
And then he go to jail.
So it's like,
So I'm
I
like,
don't know, that shit,
I don't know.
Weird.
Yeah, it's just like when it comes to money and power, you just
Correct.
you just
You
don't
never
really
know. Yeah.
And we can go here and try to put this piece together.
Yeah, no, we will never.
It's only certain shit that we knew you did it. Like nigga, we knew OJ killed him.
Yeah.
Like we much as we love OJ, we only like OJ because he beat the system.
I don't think I really even
Like,
like OJ. He's an idiot now.
But niggas
Like,
rock
what are you
with
doing?
him because he beat the system
Yeah.
and went against us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was
At
it.
the time, it was like a civil rights thing. We
Right.
was just fighting against white and
We
black.
don't care about
But now
OJ
it's
little
like,
loose
nigga,
cannon.
what?
Get a lot
Yeah,
of
you're doing too
Y'all
much.
know
That
that
guy
nigga
tackled a little too much.
What?
He ain't killed him.
We know that nigga killed OJ did it.
If the glove don't fit, you
Yeah.
must have quit.
Yeah, and the Kardashians still reaping from the benefit for that shit right now. Like
To this day.
yeah, it's like no, that OJ did it, and that's why they got so much money. Nigga, you got this nigga off with legislation like this against this type of people. Like that was crazy that even happened. But anyway, with the Diddy shit though, at the end of the day, I think that truth gonna come out eventually.
Yeah.
I just think the truth could have came out quicker with Cassie because
Do you think the truth will come out?
I think eventually somebody is just gonna let loose and just, because now it's too many people starting to talk.
Yeah.
And I think that one person is gonna have some actual shit. If it's some shit.
Yeah.
If it's true.
I
Now-
think everybody's signing NDAs. Everyone around him is going to
Oh,
get
for
an NDA now. So
sure.
I don't think the truth will really come
I
out.
feel like this.
I think this is the closest we're going to get to the truth.
And you know, and that's what kind of like where we had a conversation before where like it irked me because I think Cassie had it. You had it.
No, you had it.
You had
the
it.
opportunity to.
But she couldn't really expose it like that. And I think, again, my opinion is that she just truly wanted to probably move on with her life, get the financial compensation, and just be done with it.
Oh, I don't disagree
Because it
with
was going
that.
to go to court and then more things were going to get exposed, but I don't think Diddy wanted that. Because at first his lawyer was saying, like, no, we're going to go to court with it. And then he signed them papers and signed that check.
I completely agree with you. But
Yeah.
it's like, I just think if you gonna go in, go all the, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my thing. Like,
I'm gonna go in.
But she never really said that she was going to go in, though. That's
But
what
she
my
did.
Yeah.
35 pages.
You did a 35.
Yeah, she exposed.
So it's like
Yeah.
that's going in.
She exposed enough to show him, hey, don't fuck around. Pay me my money. I think that's what that was.
I don't think that's right though.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
for some bread, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like,
Because you
fuck
now,
the bread.
because with
He
all
gonna
that
have
proof,
another little, you know what I'm
another
saying?
little
Like, he
victim
gonna-
coming in, and it's gonna be the same thing going over.
If he gets away with this shit, chances are he's gonna continue to do this.
Now he's just gonna be more
He's gonna
strategic.
be more.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, it's gonna be more strategic.
That's my whole thing. Like fuck just
but
give
I-
me a little bag. Like,
But I get what you
Fuck
were saying. Like she deserved whatever if she went
Oh,
through
for sure.
that,
Hell yeah. You
she
deserve
deserved
that
whatever
shit.
dollar she get, whatever dollar amount she get. I just wish she would have just exposed him because you could have still sued him and took him to court.
afterwards.
She did expose him, though.
No.
In 35 pages, she
But
did
it's now
expose
it's
a lot
not
of
public
things.
record. It's not
She-
public record no more. You can't go off
But
that.
the reality
Double
is,
jeopardy. You can't do
whether
that with it.
I feel like she gave she whistleblowed a situation that we kind of all could
She
be
did
like,
that.
nigga did that shit.
She did
and that's
that.
it. And
But you know what? We
yeah.
can sit up here and be like, that nigga did that shit, but it ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah, don't-
Because when you got money,
It's just not gonna put him in jail. That
but
particular.
that's what
situation.
needs to happen. If he's doing shit like
He
that,
doing shit like that.
Yeah.
he gotta.
He absolutely
He
is.
shouldn't shouldn't be on earth, nigga. Like,
you really doing that shit, you gotta go.
yeah, if you really doing
I think
that.
a lot of them are.
I
think
agree.
a lot of them
I agree.
are.
Oh,
And I think this is
they
just
are.
the Holly weird. I think that's happening. I personally think that she just wanted to take the financial compensation and move on with her life. I don't think.
Don't doubt it. And I think she had some help with her husband because he was doing a lot of talking.
Yeah.
He was doing more talking than she actually did talking.
Yeah.
She put stuff on paper, but this nigga was bumping. And so I'm like, where you even come? I don't even know this dude, where you even come from. But supposedly he got a little bad. Cassie still has some money. I think her net worth at the time was $13 million. His was like $2 million or some shit like
Yeah.
that. So they had money, but they ain't have $100 million money. That's a different bag.
She's got it now. That's what she wanted to trade it for. Her pain and suffering was worth it.
She got it.
Her, so
She got it. I just hope now that her friend is a little more strategic.
her friend ain't about to get no shit.
No, she might get something else. You feel me?
What you mean? Like
Not-
a book deal or something?
Nah, not be here. This is not a coincidence that a lot of people that did this ain't here no more. Like, so it's like Cassie had receipts, so she all right. She protected
You
herself.
just a friend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you not Cassie, ain't nobody really gonna be checking for you. Like,
Right. And she put out something, her shit was too detailed. 35 pages, detailed. And it got out there, people saw it, she's now a little more protected. And she got the money you paid, so
Well, she was already a name that we know. You know what I mean? We don't know who her
We
friend
knew
is.
Diddy was with her. Like,
Yeah, that, I mean, it would be
I didn't know the
very...
friend until she even got that shit happen. I didn't know
But
she
even with the
she
Kim
was alive
Porter
that friend.
situation,
Watch
yeah,
out.
when Kim Porter died,
How
like,
Diddy was snatching her ass up.
Mayweather has a baby mama that's just died. Like it's be some weird situations with these people with
I
power.
didn't know that
really.
either.
Like
we should have known something was wrong, nigga.
She
And her
was-
music
showed
video,
up dead in her
talking about
car.
Dude, she's talking her Me and You video. Nigga, it's just her. She's the only one in that video. You should knew something was going on. She was talking about another dude, Me and You. And she
He was
looking at
like,
the
nah.
video, he said, ain't nobody
Yeah.
gonna be in this bitch.
Bro, who was he talking
Cassie's
to
video.
Cassie.
when she was on the red
Talking about-
carpet?
Yeah, she's in the mirror
waiting.
dancing by herself.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is?
Ain't no
who's
lead
you?
nigga in that video.
Who is
Even
you?
Terrence J. I wonder what the situation was when Terrence J. did that movie with her.
yeah.
Because they had that movie while they was in that relationship.
Oh. Who was it? Who was he at with? Remember, it was on like a red carpet or something.
Who?
Diddy and Cassie.
Oh, yeah.
And someone said something about her dress, and Diddy like hemmed her ass up. He like looked at her like,
Yeah.
"You fucking serious? You don't answer him back?" And I was like,
And see, that's why when you say that you're around people or that you know close people, I think it just becomes a norm. Like, I feel like just like people know, like, oh, there they go again.
Nah, but
He about to snatch her
people
up.
I think would even tell, like, trust me enough to even if they did say something to me, I wouldn't.
But could they
Yeah.
not be in fear for their own lives because this is a person?
I put like this.
Yeah, like
Not
some
the
things you
people,
just
not the
gonna-
person he
Not the
talking
people
about.
that he knows I know. I probably he would tell like
Them?
he's already told me shit like,
Nah.
about like being around like the drug shit or like I
Yeah.
know certain things. You know what I'm saying? But it's like that here, like
Don't.
Yeah, like it's some things that's true.
Yeah, I got
But
you.
we don't. It's not enough proof on that. The Cassie thing is almost open and shut. Like that's the close we gonna get to that proof.
Yeah.
Everybody else coming out, I'm like,
It just sounds believable.
you throwing a little bit sprinkle, but then you
Yeah.
like, okay, this shit is far fetched now.
Yeah.
You doing too much. So, but I hope I hope Diddy ain't in that place taking that. You know what I'm saying? I hope he's at least a giver.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? But we're going to go ahead and jump to the commercial, and we'll be back here in about 5 minutes. I'll be there. Welcome back. I'll be damn. After we just had a little moment from our sponsors, Sweet Beat, actually, and Rev Subs, which is now changing their name to New History. Yes, those things will probably be coming within the next month or two with the new name, New History. They're changing it to New History. It's a whole little. They changing the bottle. They changing the logo and everything.
I thought I watched that naysayer video.
What a naysayer.
History.
Well,
Nigga,
yeah, it's New History. Yeah.
We need to get this up.
I can't take this nigga nowhere, man. Oh my God.
Yeah, where you been?
Oh, fuck. Now, why am I sweating, man? Shit.
If I ain't going
Them damn sweaters on.
that
God.
sound like a new rapper coming out.
Right.
Like he about to come and just hit you with
It's
some.
revolutionary shit. But I will say this: the logo fire, the logo fire.
What is it?
I have to see. I'll show you. I can't show. I can't show. I'll show you.
see this.
I'll show you afterwards. Until they bring it out, I don't want to show them yet. But
Yeah, I wanna see
but the logo fire. After we back from commercial, that was an inside joke. I guess y'all probably won't get that one, but. We gonna get back to these naysayers on here tripping. Damn it! Oh, mom, I was not trying to go there, man. But all right, let me get back serious. Be a man. With Nikki Haley. We'll go ahead and just let this audio play real quick.
A brown girl that grew up in a small rural town in South Carolina, who became the first female minority governor in history, who became a UN ambassador, and who is now running for president. If that's not the American dream, I don't know what is. You can sit there and give me all the reasons why you think I can't do this. I will continue to defy everybody on why we can do this, and we will get it done.
Are you a racist party? Are you involved in a racist party?
No, we're not a racist country, Brian. We've never been a racist country. Our goal is to make sure that today is better than yesterday. Are we perfect? No. But our goal is to always make sure we try and be more perfect every day that we can. I know I faced racism when I was growing up, but I can tell you today is a lot better than it was then. Our goal is to lift up everybody, not go and divide people on race or gender or party or anything else. I'm a brown girl.
Okay. First, I want to get to the little part that I literally just caught in here. When she said we're not perfect, but we're going to try to be more perfect. Did you hear her say that? She said we're not perfect, but we're going to try to be more perfect.
Contradictory thing.
I dealt with racists growing up, but we don't. This is not a racist country.
Yeah, that lost me.
I'm like, ma'am. One, you say you brown, which where? Is one she where? You
hair
see,
brown.
Yeah, that's about it. That's about it. She looked like Caucasian as Caucasian can get, but
And that's her choice to look that way.
that part because her name is not Nikki at all. Her name is like Ramda Mahal something. Like I don't know how to pronounce it, but it is not Nikki. I pulled up her name. I don't know how to pronounce that shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
It's like Ramadan.
Look,
Hey.
I'm apologize for him on my behalf.
What did I do?
I don't think
That's how it
That is
sounds.
not her name. Let me try to find it.
That's what it sounds like.
Look,
Her name is Nimarata.
See how I go?
Nimarata.
What's the last part? What's the last name?
What's her
spit.
last name? Hold on, because it doesn't show.
Rata.
Nimarata.
That's crazy. Dude, why?
what is that?
But you gonna go Indian nigga Camel?
You look.
That's wow.
Randhawa.
We gonna get canceled.
Nimarata Wandhawa.
Hold up, she said that good. Say it again.
Nimarata Wandhawa.
That sound African.
But it is Indian.
Asian too.
Right, I'm a little confused.
It is Indian.
She's mixed.
In fact, it is not Nikki Haley. That's
But it ain't Nikki Haley.
A long way from Nikki Haley.
Yeah, like you changed your name because
Yeah.
you knew that name.
Wouldn't win it.
Yeah,
You,
we're gonna get.
you
No.
could not run for office as a woman and
And
you.
that alone is
And she keeps saying brown.
Right.
You know, specify what type of brown you are, because I thought she was going to be Hispanic, but when I looked it up, I'm like, oh, you're Indian.
Tan.
Like,
She
specify what kind of brown you are.
She just tan. That's all. She went to Paradise Tan and got a little tan and called her.
I don't even
brown.
think she's tan. I think she actually probably lightens.
That's crazy. So the
if
fact that you
anything.
had to change your name to
Correct.
look more appeasing.
Yes. It's
To a
so
white audience, letting
authentic.
you know that this is a racist country because you had to change who you were.
Your name, your look, everything.
Yeah, like
You
come
look
on.
like Karen.
Yes,
She look like a Karen.
100%.
definitely.
Snitch on your ass.
And then she talks about her upbringings and stuff she had to deal with, and talking about like she had a story about she was at school and something happened to where the police was called or something like that, and her dad had to tell her the difference of her being brown and why it happened. I'm like,
Oh, why would your dad have to tell you that if you're not in a racist country?
I'm like, are you kidding me right now?
Me.
The fact that
me, that shouldn't be a discussion.
That's not even a conversation. You're not a
fact
racist
that
country.
you said those words, white folk was even like, shit, I'm racist. What you mean?
They gonna
I don't like these
right
niggas right
there.
now, but you go. They're like, we don't believe your ass, girl. Like what? Like that's crazy.
She's the
Hillbilly was
poster
sitting up
child
there
for
doing
what
it right
racism
there.
looks like in this country. You've changed your name. that means everything you're saying we don't have is right here within you.
Put it like this. Let's even go a little deeper. Do you know how many parents think twice about naming their black child due to the fact of how their name is?
Yeah.
Like, because they know that name automatically, you know.
Labels you.
You see on the resume, you see like,
oh hell yeah,
Twanita on the resume. Nope, that's a nigga. And they moving. Oh,
Twanita.
Yeah, you see it, Twanita, you moving.
Yeah,
you see Tyrone and Jerome, they're like, I don't want to go here. Michael, I don't know. We might interview Michael. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a basic name.
Adam.
Well, Adam, you can get an Adam, go everybody.
Yeah, I feel like
you know what I'm saying? There is no man Adam.
But again, like he's saying, we strategically don't name our children certain things so that they won't get labeled, so that they can have more opportunities.
Yeah, like, and for her to say that and dispute that is like, get the fuck out of here. Like, that right there, that disqualifies you from running from office. But you know, you colorblind.
Yeah.
You don't even know who you are.
That's contradicting.
Yeah, like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But we won't stick on that one too long. I just thought that was something that we had to address because that was just ignorant. Funny at the same time because you had to laugh at that. You like, you that dumb?
Nimarata, you're fired.
Nimarata. I gotta learn how to pronounce that. Nimarata. Oh, is it Nikki Nimarata? Okay, I got you.
No.
Nikki Nimarata?
Nikki Nimarata?
No, the end. Just the end.
Just the end. That's
Just the
it.
end.
Oh, she
No.
match up.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nikki and Nimarata. Like, my name Nikki Nimarata. You know
She probably go by Link.
what?
Nimi, like she could have did so many other things, but no, she didn't want her name to be ethnic.
No.
Watch out.
Nimarata. Then it would have been a black name.
What's her name? How you say it?
Nimarata.
Let a Nimarata know.
See, I'm already butchering
Let a
it.
Nimarata know. Link.
Oh,
Put that
man.
on her shirts, boy. She might win. I ain't gonna lie.
Nimarata.
Let her put that on her campaign shirts.
Oh,
Wow.
that would be tough.
Crazy.
That would be
Put
tough.
what on there?
Let a Nimarata know.
Let a Nimarata know.
All these damn naysayers out here gonna like
That's
it.
wild.
These naysayers gonna fuck with it. I tell you
That's
that.
absolutely wild.
Hopefully it start with an N. You know, signing letters and shit in different languages.
Yeah, that shit might
Might
be
have been the case
him
and
or hot
shit.
top.
Is her married last name even Haley? Like, where did Haley come from?
But she just changed that motherfucker.
Wow.
What's that? She got a husband?
She do,
Maybe that's.
but I don't
Ooh.
know. We don't know who her husband is. Maybe we gotta look that up. If y'all know, put it in the comments. Y'all know who her husband is. We jump to the next topic with another naysayer, Taraji P. Henson. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let the audio go off about what DJ Vlad said. Let me see.
Here's the bigger problem. No one wants to hear a millionaire complain that they didn't get more millions. You're already a millionaire. Taraji lives in a $6 million house. She's worth $12 million.
What?
No one
She
wants to
has
hear.
sacrificed.
Nobody wants to
She
hear
has
Vlad complain about money.
sacrificed. For the sake of a craft, she has sacrificed.
Sacrifice?
Hold on, she sacrificed.
Sacrifice?
Listen to me.
Or is that what
Vlad.
she really wanted
Let me
to do?
talk. Let me talk.
Okay.
For the sake of her craft, she has sacrificed her privacy. She cannot walk around and regulate. Okay, she live in a $6 million house. Why? Why? Can't she live in the hood? Can she live in the burbs? Will she be left alone? She won't, right?
Someone worth
So
12
she
million
has
will never
to
live
live someplace where they
Oh, she's forced to live in a $6 million house. Boo hoo. Oh no. I have to live in my $6 million house.
But understand,
I'm gonna stop it right there. The fact that, like, matter of fact, I'm gonna let the women take this one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll start off with y'all, and we'll chime in with y'all. How do y'all feel about the fact? I know y'all heard her speaking about how she gets paid totally different than the other party, her and the counterparts, white male and white female. She don't get those, the same pay. And Monique spoke on that too, long time ago. And they try to shut her up and make her seem crazy. So I'll start off. You can go here, and then we'll go here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
No.
What do we think about? I mean,
Yeah, how you feel about that?
I don't. People try to compare the fact that she's not speaking out on people that make, or speaking up for people that make less money than her. I mean, she can't.
She's trying to.
Well, she's trying to. I mean, 'cause, yeah, we deal with that on this level, but she can only speak on
Her own experience.
what she goes through, and the fact of the matter is, she's in a different price bracket than a lot of us. But it still happens, so you can't just be like, because she's complaining that she, even though she's a millionaire, that she didn't make more money. I mean, it's still valid.
This is her league. This is what the pay is, the market rates for what,
I seen someone, it was like a post where they, I forgot which white actor it was a female, but
Julia
she
Roberts.
did some on Grey's Anatomy. She's an actor on Grey's Anatomy. They compared how much she made just off of
Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
One episode
and of Grey's Anatomy, and what she continues to get paid every time, you know, a new season's come out, compared to Taraji's like
a movie
list of movies and TV shows. And it didn't even add up. And I was like, no, she has a right to be mad. I don't find it, I'm not offended that because she's a millionaire and she wants more.
No, I'm absolutely not offended, especially because she's also talking about the treatment that she's receiving. She's talking about the fact that I just heard something where she was saying that for The Color Purple, they rented cars for them to drive to and from the studio. That's insane.
Wow.
She said that they had to share like their area, like their trailers, that they had to share it. Some of their trailers that she was in some movies, she said were bug infested. Like that's insane treatment. Yes, they were for Color Purple.
Wow.
And so I mean, just to even think about that, and she's not doing anything different than a lot of other actors are doing right now with this SAG situation.
Right.
Because even Terrence Howard, Matt Damon, a lot of people have gotten behind it, and it really is a huge disparity. But when people actually put numbers to it, I think people feel like, oh, you know, why are you crying about your $1 million when this person made $5 million? It's like, because I work really, really hard. I'm a highly decorated artist. We've seen her in so many movies. She deserves it.
Right.
You know, she deserves it. And so I don't even care about whether her home is worth it. If she deserves that work for the time and the energy that she's put in,
then she
absolutely,
because you're giving it to other people.
Correct. Whether they deserve it or not. So, and she makes these movies. Come on now, we can't play with her. She's talented.
Women that are on that level and have something negative to say about it, you're trash.
Most definitely. That's a hater.
Vivica A.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, she
Okay, but look at where she's at now.
Bango.
And it says a lot about
Bitch,
that.
we ain't seen you since Set It Off.
Yeah.
But you want to talk some shit like, what was the movie Two Can Play This Game or something? What
I mean,
I think she was in there.
Well, yeah, like, you ain't did shit, bro.
I would hate to hear that I haven't heard that she was talking crazy
Since
about
the
that.
Frankie Lyman story, nigga.
Right.
She didn't have that problem.
But Taraji is very hurt about what she's experiencing.
Yeah.
She has that problem now. Vivica, you got that problem now, baby. Ain't nobody paying you for nothing you doing.
Yeah.
And as you were climbing the ladder, you probably still she be in all kind of little BET Plus movies.
Fucking commercial with Ice-T, nigga.
Yeah.
like ain't nobody.
I think she's doing like a car insurance commercial.
That's what it was with Ice-T, yeah.
She has that problem.
Yeah, and I'm like, girl, ain't nobody paying you to do that shit.
Girl, you selling wigs. We ain't going for it.
Like,
stop playing.
It's just ignorant for a buddy to say that shit, because it's like, bro, like when you level up, and once you start getting better, that comes with it. You know what I'm saying? Like when an NBA player gets better, your contracts get higher.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it should be the same with actors. Like, as I'm delivering these movies and these are hitting these type of numbers, what they probably want to hit without me, whatever. That value, my price tag go up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta start fucking up more. So it's just like, to even say that for him, like for your podcast, what do you gonna stay at whatever you're getting paid for that podcast? You don't evolve, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you work a corporate job, you do an evaluation every year and get a raise. You are entitled to that because your expertise goes up, and it's a lot of, that's what she's talking about. We have to pay a glam squad. We have to pay people on the back end. So it's money that we're losing to even do these events, show up, or even go to set. So it's just sad to see what these people are getting paid. Residual checks. Excuse me. Tashina Arnold was saying that she's gotten a check for 6 cents for a residual check. We love Martin, but to think about a 6 cent check, that's an insult.
That's a straight insult.
6 cents.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That would piss me off. And then people gotta look on the regular scale. So
The paper is worth more.
We don't understand that they're her tax bracket, right? Okay, let's go to the regular per person tax bracket. They getting paid $15 an hour. But you bust your ass, you did everything you're supposed to, you high in sales, you blah blah blah. But then and then the person who that you're doing all this, but the person that is up here, you're doing more than that's making $25.
We-
You gonna be mad as fuck.
Correct. But what you're comparing it to is these movies make millions of
Right.
dollars. They
No,
continuously make millions of dollars. The directors, other actors are paid. But when you see what you're getting, it's like, dang, we're not talking about, okay, you work at McDonald's in the same position and he getting $25 and I'm getting $15. You're talking about millions of dollars
Right.
that she said Brad Pitt was getting for Benjamin Button. Come on now, like, just pay the lady. That's,
And it's one if
Yeah.
you were
But the money-
a trash actor,
And the money
actress.
there.
It's
like,
there.
The money's
That's
there.
the first thing.
It's like, so who's getting the money that you're not giving me?
Yeah.
Somebody getting it.
So it's
Yeah.
like that part, like I completely.
I think he just wants to be controversial by saying something about her house
Yeah,
because
But y'all know.
Of course, well, we know.
know why that.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, but then at the same time too, this is another thing where we always look about the solutions and stuff like that. We have to start doing stuff on our own. And like learn from Denzel.
There's a
Learn.
lot of them
Denzel
already
perfect
out there that has.
But even The
Samuel.
Color Purple, it was really sad to see because
Morgan Freeman.
that's quote unquote our own, right? Oprah helped produce that movie, but they said they wasn't even getting fed.
Right.
That's
And
crazy.
Oprah,
And Oprah the one be giving out
$2.5
cars and shit at her
billion
shows.
dollars. and shit.
Right.
Billion.
Exactly.
She's a billion.
Exactly.
Giving out cars and shit at her shows, but you can't pay these motherfuckers.
Yeah, and you
But
can't
you know,
make
it's
It's about to
sure.
make you billions
Right,
more. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like, man,
A lot of
come
people
on.
don't get them cars though,
I believe
Yeah.
because they can't pay the taxes.
Yeah, you gotta pay the taxes on them.
it. I would definitely believe it.
And you got to pay it right then and there. It's like $3,000 that you sit in the audience that you got to give before you take that car. So half the people don't even leave.
It's all an illusion. This is Hollywood. It's
The
an
illusion of inclusion.
You know, and that's basically what she's exposing. That there's this illusion that I'm just this paid artist, but in reality, no, it's not like that. And
Because
these people
their
are not
lifestyle
paying me.
different. You gotta think what her lifestyle is living in
Yeah.
LA, not making the money that she supposed
Yeah.
to make.
After not
That's
being in
like
the
us
film and all
right
that,
here.
yes.
not
Taxes
getting a check.
alone, what they're taking out in taxes, it's like, damn.
I think the average person go check the check, right?
Correct.
So think about the average person that live go check the check. So think about the average movie star
Right.
that's not getting paid their worth. It's like
Right.
their check to check.
And she has a
They
$6
bills
million
is crazy.
mortgage as
I'm about to
well.
say,
You know, mortgage on a $6 million house.
Exactly.
That's not including your cars. That's not including your taxes. What you got to pay your team, your management.
Right.
types of shit.
You paying $10,000 at the lowest a month on a mortgage.
Right.
Like, well, that's shit. That's a lot.
Right.
And the motherfuckers ain't getting residuals, like, you know,
Yeah.
some people probably aren't. They
Yeah.
being out for that time period
Right.
where nobody was even filming and shit.
Yeah.
Like, you taking an L. Like,
Yeah,
some
we
people
gotta start
recruit.
learning to back people that does this, man. Especially our black women with that, because a lot of black men are understanding we all they have. They don't have no protection, so if they lose us, good luck for them. You know, at the same time, we got to start teaching our black women too how to keep us here as well, to stop us from not protecting them. So it works on both ends, but us being a leader, we got to make sure we up here help. We out here being a voice for these women too, and helping. Like with Monique, they blackballed the shit out of Monique.
I think Monique's talents couldn't really speak the same way that Taraji's could.
Facts.
Sometimes you need that face because Monique had the Parkers, but she was not a person that I could really look at and be like,
Dope actress.
yeah.
Right.
So when Taraji said it, I'm like, wait, girl, you done did this, that, and even it's transcended through just the black community.
Right.
I don't feel like Monique is a household name. I feel like
No.
Taraji definitely is.
Taraji
Yes.
is. And, you know, but,
Yes.
but when Monique spoke on it, what I didn't like is the fact you spoke on it and went on a black man's show, and Steve Harvey. And he literally told you in the back room that you were right about everything you was talking about, and they support you, and you come out here in front of all these white folk and throw her under the bus, and you thought she wasn't gonna say nothing because on national TV, but she called you out on national TV like, you just told me that I was correct and y'all was gonna back me up. Then he tried to go and play the fiddle about you are a black woman, you gotta do like
Bro, yes.
that's the shit we gotta stop doing as black
I mean,
men.
he's
Like,
a cornball. It's just
Yeah, we
everything
can't
that
do
he's
that.
been doing the last few years. I wasn't really messing with him ever since he wrote.
Potato.
What is the book?
Mr. Potato.
Think like no.
Oh yeah, that
Act like a woman.
Yeah,
I was
not
that nigga
here
off
for
that.
it.
Yeah,
I
that
wasn't
was.
here for it.
But you know, so many people loved and enjoyed that book and
Oh,
tried
of
to use
course,
it.
of
They
course.
thought that was gonna get them a
I'm sure he
nigga.
probably sold crazy amount of
They thought
did.
that
He
really
absolutely
was
did. They
gonna
made
get them
movies
nigga.
about it too. Of them.
Yeah.
Shit. I mean, that's says
People
a lot.
thought they was finna get, but we taking advice from a nigga who can't keep a marriage on relationships. How about no?
But I don't think in our community we fact check for those things. I think it's entertainment. I think it's what sells.
Right.
I don't think people are really looking at the Carfax and say, dang, this nigga been, 4 marriages? He done had all these. I don't think we really do that well enough. And
we don't.
No, hell
yeah.
We take sitting on social media and run with it.
Yeah, most
like
definitely.
off the rip, we believe that
Yeah.
perception, like we were talking about before, that perception turns to reality, and certain people say certain shit so many times, we'll believe it. Like, even though you will know it's not true, you will run with it.
Yeah.
And so,
but it's a lot of ignorant people too. It's a lot of people who just completely ignorant to.
oh, this right here be showing you.
Oh yeah.
When you see something that's just outrageous but then you see the comments, you be like, hold up, y'all.
People really believe this. Yeah.
That shit.
You be like, what?
Oh, you think this is real life? Okay.
They really are.
Yeah.
This right here is coming the worst thing, and then the thing also is that now becoming competition. Like, I wasn't going to hit on it, but I like, remember the Gilly, when Gilly was talking about the podcast, when he was talking about the best black podcast, and he was like, no, quit putting me one. He was like, he said, I'm in the something business. I forgot what he said. It was like more than the podcast. He's like, but why it always got to be the best black this? He's like, you don't see the best white podcast? Well, because we always got to feud with each other. It always got to be a competition.
And they love it.
They love it. And we feed and we
thrive off it. We'll
low
stay
hanging
here.
fruit right
yes,
there. That's
most
us.
definitely. We'll stay here if we continue to keep the trajectory of that mindset. It's like,
for sure.
We can't even expand because that ceiling of the best black is right here.
Right. We
worry about that instead of
yes.
just being, we just want to be the best.
I want to be
overall.
Yes, and put out a good product. At the end of the day, everybody product is for somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody don't wear the same Nikes.
Yeah.
They might not like these. They might like these Nikes. They might like these Adidas. Like, so make something that you're proud of, a product that you're proud of, and someone's going to be a customer.
And follow through with good customer service.
100%.
Follow through with quality service. I think we can have a good product, but then it's like we act like people owe us for patronizing our business all the time.
Right.
And it's like, then you don't have the service to put behind it. But all in all, I just think there's definitely some roof in the black community that's just keeping us in this little box. It's really unfortunate. And it seems to be that Taraji was really, really hurt behind just realizing that her career she says she's tired.
Yes.
And everything.
It's almost time for her to kind of like retire.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, and she's done so many wonderful roles. Exactly. Somebody was like, she said that they said, you're always working. She said, I have to. And that, damn.
And that's what they don't understand as well. It's like, you thinking that they live in this
They made
lavish
it.
life.
Yeah.
They made it.
That's why he's speaking sheer ignorance to say, not you, but the guy in the video is speaking sheer ignorance to say.
She showed her, or she told her story about how
her and her son going to LA to have
and she made it to fame a lot later in life than a lot of other people.
Yeah, people
too.
forget how old she is.
Yes, correct.
She's not young.
When she played Yvette, she was not no spring chicken.
No, she I think her first movie was in her 30s, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. I don't have the exact number, but John Singleton gave her a chance when she was much older.
Yeah, and she just still look young.
Yeah, but imagine the exhaustion that's gonna come with that. You working hard already, you 30 something, and you finally bust into Hollywood, and now you 10, 15 years in, keep climbing the ladder, because Baby Boy was a hit. It was a hit, and so I mean, and then she just kept on. She could have stayed there and been a one-hit wonder, but
and she
gave us so much more.
And then what people don't really realize is what she did when she went to LA you know how risky that is? Do you know how many talented motherfuckers is on Skid Row? Because they did make it. They had the same dream, they had the same goal to come to LA to try to make something, and now they out here asking for nickels. That shit ain't easy. Like, that's when you go to look at LA, because it ain't glitz and glamour like everybody think. It's homeless people everywhere. That's talented. I mean, in New York, on the subways, homeless people everywhere. That's talented. So she made it. Those odds were not, you know what I'm saying, in her favor. And so it's like, how about give her a hand clap? Let's not criticize her, because she's telling y'all, like, look, it ain't all roses out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all think that I got all this money and I'm paid.
And I really value somebody that keep their mind right, keep themselves out of that crazy media stuff. Like, you've always seen her be humble. She's always loved on other women. She's always, you've never seen her.
She give other people flowers.
Yeah, and I just appreciate that so much. So I'm definitely in support with her. I'm definitely side-eyeing Oprah. I definitely feel like Oprah been on some fuck shit.
But she been there.
For years and years, decades. And so I think that exposure is now coming out, and it's kind of shining a light to what Oprah is on, but I definitely think that she deserves her flowers and her money. Pay the girl. That's
give her
give her money.
Yeah, give her bread.
One thing, when it comes down to that shit, who knows what they be trying to ask her to do? She probably stick up and stand up for herself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She probably got other.
Yeah, there's a lot she's probably not telling.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? She's probably not exposing a lot of shit like, these other girls is probably getting more. They probably doing something more.
Right.
For sure.
They're doing something that she's not okay with, because like you said, she carries herself very well. You know what I'm saying? We look at
That comes at a price.
And you know, especially now in the world, we don't want to see that shit. Nobody wants to see the strong, independent woman, black man. And, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hell no, we can't have that in America. You know what I'm
Nah.
saying? We need motherfuckers to be failing. We need the negativity, so that could probably possibly have a huge part.
I think she's handling this situation with so much poise and respect, and she's not out targeting anybody. And I think that's where Monique went wrong. I don't think Monique really.
She targeted people.
Yeah, she did.
She called people out, and you ain't got the clout to do that.
No.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
You haven't
if you're
given us
Oprah,
enough.
you can do that. You know what I'm saying? If you're Taraji, you can do that. Well, to an
most
extent,
definitely.
I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a Holly Berry, she would have had a clout to do that back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So Monique went on that level to push that.
And I bet you a lot of those Holly Berrys and other women like in her same league or higher can validate everything Taraji's saying.
Yeah, it's definitely stories. It was I don't know which sister it is. Tamara, which one of the sisters? What
I'm not sure which one.
They were talking. Yeah.
Oh, the one on the real.
Yeah. They even with Whoopi, when she be like that show that she's on, they all talk about the struggles as a woman in that industry. So it ain't all roses.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It's not peaches and cream. You know what I'm saying? So I use this subject because I saw that and I felt, listening and watching her video, I felt her pain. I'm like, she hurt. Like, this for real. Like,
anybody could. And then it's devastating for, you know what I'm saying, you think you got these young actresses that are looking up to her, and they're like, damn, this is what she going, that makes you change your whole mindset. Like, do I even want to be, you know what I'm saying? So
and that's where her tears are coming from. She said, I can't even protect the generation up under me. And even that you would want to do that says a lot, because that's exactly the trajectory that we're supposed to be in, especially within the black community, is looking out for the people up under us and still trying to make those strides to move. And so it says a lot about her heart. It's in the right place. And like we all say, it's just hurt. You could just really feel the hurt. It makes me sad for her, but I hope she gets what she deserves.
I hope she do too. And then let's make sure you guys always, you support some people in those industries. They're not all just making these $1 million and don't need your support. We need your support here. They need your support there. The person that's busting tables at the restaurant might need your support. You know what I'm saying? Like, be generous in those. They doing a good job. Show them, tip them, show love. You know what I'm saying? Like, we did it just recently. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
affirm that good job. Like, whenever I'm
let them know.
Yeah, if you're not in a tipping environment, but like if somebody has good customer service, especially for my young black people, I always be like, I really appreciate your customer service. Thank you for taking care of me. Affirm that. Or you were so pleasant today. Even like if I was getting Golden Chick one day and the dude was like, they had so much manners. I mean, it was just, I was like, I really appreciate your customer service. She was like, oh, thank you, but be pleasant. Like, it don't take nothing to have a smile. You get people that be like 657. It's just like, dang, you know, like, but hi, how are you today? Like, dang, that,
right.
Yeah, it kind of catch you off guard.
And so, taking your order like this, they still on the phone. And
yes. So affirm our black people to let them know that they're doing a great job, so that they can continue to do it.
Prime example, we was all, actually everybody here was there that night when we went to Whiskey's. It's actually Whiskey's, black-owned spot in it's a little bit past Deep Ellum. It's an amazing spot. Y'all check it out. And Deep Ellum in Dallas. If you're not in Dallas, or if you're in the Dallas area, then you'll know where to go.
Come visit,
her name was JoJo. The waitress's name was JoJo. But she would remember, she acted like we were celebrities.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
She had product knowledge. She knew what was in the drinks. You know, sometimes you go places, you're like, oh, what is this? I don't know. I ain't never had that before. It's like, dang, like, you're not making me want this.
Yeah,
she did.
She made us be like, okay, I want to try that one too. Let me try that one too.
We did try one.
We tried more.
That ginger,
the ginger joint. We tried to drink with egg in it.
With egg.
It was a good time.
She had a chocolate one, old fashioned, a ginger old fashioned. All they were good. Brought the owners over there.
Yes.
Remember they was gonna let us into Sandaga.
Take care of it.
And take care of us over there because they own the same one. So it was like, I was like, yo. So we gave her big tip. She looked good that night. And then I sent more people back that I knew and said, Ask for JoJo.
Yes.
When you go to Ask for JoJo.
Yes.
And you let people know that, yo, you did a good job. Continue that. And let's reward you for that.
People want to be compensated for the work that they do.
100%. And some people just want to know that, hey, you appreciate what they do. Correct. Because everybody can't afford to give you the crazy tip.
Right.
You know,
so it's like, I'm going to
the situation.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're amazing. Whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
Shit, that go a long way.
Go a long way. Go a long way. We appreciate everything, guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in. For those who always give me feedback when I'm at the shop, all that good stuff. You stupid. Continue to do so. We appreciate y'all love. Yeah, let it naysayer.
What's her name? What's her name?
Oh shoot, Nimarata.
I know.
I know.
Yes, I'll be there. We out.
Sugar.